Listen, folks, we're not messing around this year. We're getting right into the picks. We're going to do it every week. Last year, we know, pretty wildly successful. I can't lie to you. I beat most of these bum cheek analysts. They couldn't do anything compared to what I could do. We're going to talk about week 1 of the NFL, what we're expecting. Let's just go right into it. I'm not going to mess around with you. So, week 1, we're starting off with a Thursday night game, Cowboys-Bucks. I mean, is there any question here who I'm picking? So we're going Buccaneers on this one, and I think they're going to win by 10 points. The spread's 7.5, but let's be clear. I believe the Bucs are winning here by a score of 31 to 21. Maybe outrageous, maybe an outrageous score, but here's a couple takebacks I have for this. The Buccaneers stronger than ever. Let's be clear, they signed every single asset they had last year, and even some more. All of them re-signed, and they even got more weapons somehow. So they're looking very good. We'll see what Tom Brady looks like this year, but all things point to quite nice. And the Cowboys side, Dak's been dealing with a shoulder injury, obviously coming off of a major ankle injury last year, as well as Zach Martin now being out week 1. Due to COVID protocol. Things are, it's a great offense, but that Bucs defense is not messing around. And Zeke had a pretty weak season last year, so I'm going Buccaneers on this one. Hear me out. Then Sunday, we're good. It's good stuff. Jags, Texans. Actually, would have been a really nice game if Deshaun Watson was playing, but look. Yet to really see much out of Trevor Lawrence so far. A little bit in preseason, but it's not fair playing against backups necessarily. But look, I like the Jaguars better than the Texans right now. They're likely going to be starting Tyrod Taylor, who's a good game manager. The guy he's not an X-Factor athlete. I like Trevor Lawrence right now. And overall with the Jags offense looks like, frankly, James Robinson running the ball pretty well, and the defense still relatively stout. Texans, look, terrible defense, and the offense is suspect right now. Give me the Jags. I don't think it's going to be somewhat sloppy here, not very high scoring. I'm going 20 to, I think they'll hang in there, 13. I think it'll be definitely some field goals to be had here, and Trevor Lawrence, working off some jitters. This is a really good game here with the Chargers and football team. Okay, best defense in the league here with the Washington football team. Can we just get a name already? It's been a whole year. But the Chargers have, let's be clear, Justin Herbert, one of the greatest offensive rookies last year, no doubt, the greatest offensive rookie last year. The guy was a baller. He was balling out of his mind against the Redskins, who are starting Ryan Fitzpatrick. For that reason, offensively, I'm going with the Chargers. Because I think the Redskins just won't keep up. Sorry, it's hard to say it. When you've been watching football your whole life, it's hard to not. It's tough going with two away teams already to start, but you got to, right? I do like the football team quite a bit this year, actually. Defensively, incredibly stout. But that offense of the Chargers, I think it'll peak just enough for us. So we're going 24-20 on this one. It's just the offense I don't trust the offense right now on the Redskins. I don't. Seahawks, Colts. It's a tough game. Looks like Carson Wentz will be playing week 1. I don't know what to think of him. He's been hurt already. So far in the preseason, and his whole career he's been hurt. The Seahawks are a consistently decent team with a terrible pass defense historically. Look, it's a tough pick. It's a tough pick for me. It's really tough. It's a tough pick. I mean, what more do you want me to say? I got to go Seahawks here. As egregious as it might seem, already doing all these away picks, it's egregious, but I have to go Seahawks. Just because I think the Russ factor is going to be doing it. I don't trust Carson Wentz quite yet. I didn't see enough from him on the Eagles. He holds the ball too long and leads to a lot of mistakes because of it. So I'm going Seahawks, and I think they put on a decent performance here, 27 to, I'm going to say 17 here. I like the Seahawks quite a bit. Jets-Panthers is a really good, exciting game. Obviously, you see Sam Darnold against his former team now with Zach Wilson, who's a fantastic fantastic athlete so far, have we seen in preseason. He's been playing really well. I'm going to give this one to the Panthers for a couple reasons. I like the Jets a lot right now, and I think they have a really good chance of winning this game, but I just don't think just Zach Wilson's first game, I'd rather go with a more sure bet. I think Sam Darnold will do really well with the Panthers, actually. The Jets just kind of left him to die. He's actually a really talented athlete. We'll see what can happen there. Not expecting much scoring out of this game, all things considered. So it's an odd score, 17 to 14. It's a tough one. Might go 17-13, but we'll go 17-13 because that's how I feel. Vikings, Bengals, another very, very tough game. It's tough. Tough for many reasons. So Joe Burrow looking good. I'm going with the away team, which some people might find crazy again. All these away picks, it's just crazy. The Dalvin Cook factor against this defense is going to be out of this world. He's going to be doing great numbers. They'll be putting up 27 points to 20. I think it'll be relatively close, but we know who's going to win it. Cardinals, Titans. Look, I got to pick it. I like the Cardinals a lot this year. I do. Offensively, they're looking very good, and they've picked up some key pieces on defense. But overall, the Derrick Henry factor and the offense of the Titans just seems incredible. You've got A.J. Brown and Julio Jones now, on top of the best running back in the league last year. Look, I got to go Titans. I got to do it. And they're going to run it down their throats. I think they're going to put up 31 on these guys. Cardinals, they'll try to stick around, but I just don't think they're going to do it, 31-20. 49ers, Lions, look, I'm going to pick that. Just kidding. It's hard to pick right here. It is. This is a very hard game to pick. You think of the Lions, they just got Jared Goff, and I don't think he's as good as the Rams made him to be. I really don't. And they didn't really pick up enough pieces. They lost Marvin Jones. Who knows if Swift will play? And the 49ers aspect, their offense is suspect to me as well. With Jimmy Garoppolo, I just don't trust him. Although he's not getting the starting job, which is pretty funny. But I don't know if I trust the 49ers offense yet. But I have to pick them. Look, I have to pick them. Defense is way better. Lower scoring game to the tune of 17-13. Low scoring game. Steelers, Bills. I'm going Bills here. Really good team right now. The Bills are a fantastic team. They're ridiculous. They're ridiculously good. And they've really only got better. The Steelers, I don't know if I believe in them yet, just because of the fact that Big Ben is, I don't know what to trust him. Najee Harris for the Steelers will be fun to watch. But again, I think the Bills have a smothering defense and a great offense. And I think they'll impress you right now. I think they're going to put up 34 points. To the Steelers, they'll try. I'm going to say 34-27, but I don't know if the Steelers will necessarily put up that much because they're going to be heavily reliant on the run, and if the Bills get out early, I don't know if it looks good for them. Falcons, Eagles. I'm going to go Falcons here. It's an interesting pick. But again, the Falcons picked up some offensive threats. Obviously, they lost Julio Jones. And the Eagles, I just don't trust the Eagles to do anything. Look, Jalen Hurts, he didn't look good last year. I don't think he's going to be that. I don't think he's going to be the X factor for this team. I don't. Matt Ryan is at least consistent for the Falcons. The defense is still pretty horrid, but we're going with 27-20. Probably going to be a pretty close game, all things considered. I don't know if they'll be able to put up that much points. Browns, Chiefs. I think we know we're going to the Chiefs at Arrowhead. They just always find a way to succeed, and I think they're going to come out shining here with a 31. And the Browns have a pretty decent defense, but offensively, I think they'll stick around. 31-24. It's going to be close. Packers, Saints. Look, I think Aaron Rodgers is pissed off again, and he's going to come out showing it. And they're playing in a neutral site, so that actually adds quite a bit. Obviously, they're not playing the Mercedes-Benz because of Hurricane Ida, so you got to consider that. They're playing in Jacksonville now, actually. So I honestly give that one advantage to the Packers. Neutral site, fans travel super well. Saints do too, but again, I just think overall Packers are pissed off. Jameis Winston wins the starting job in New Orleans, and we know what he's good for. Look, the Packers defense has been historically bad. But Jameis Winston, he gives away pick sixes like they're candy. And I think Aaron Rodgers is coming out here and he's going to put up 28 points. I would presume 3 passing touchdowns. And I think the Saints, they're going to do pretty okay. But I'm only going to give them 17 here. Kind of egregious to say, I know. Could be wrong, but we'll see. Broncos, Giants. A lot of great things going for both teams. It's weird, but I'm picking the Giants. I think I really like the Broncos this year, actually. I do. Drew Lock, you suck and you lost the starting job, but I like the Broncos. But I also kind of think that Daniel Jones has a lot to prove this year, and we'll see what he's able to do. I think it's going to be a sloppier game out of these two teams, though. We're going 20-17. It's going to be a close game, I think, but relatively sloppy. Dolphins, Patriots. You don't need me to tell you this. I don't believe in Tua, all things considered. And the Patriots going with a rookie with Mac Jones, it's going to be tough, but I think overall I prefer Mac Jones to Tua so far from what I've seen in preseason, actually, for Mac. And I don't know. I just like him. I think the Dolphins are still a little bit sloppy, but the team's made a lot of improvements and still working on improvements. But I'm going with the Patriots here because I think the rushing game kind of smothers them. I like what Mac Jones adds to the team. It's a very boring style of football. They don't score a lot, but we're going 17-10 on this one. Bears, Rams. Bears have a great defense. Rams, look, I covered up the logo for no reason. I like the Rams here just because of the fact that they added Matthew Stafford. I like Matthew Stafford in terms of offensive potential here, and he's faced this Bears defense quite a bit. I like the Rams at home, and I like Matthew Stafford on this team. Offensively, they're going to be better than they were last year, and the defense is still very nice. So I'm giving them 24 on this one, and the Bears offensively, it's going to be a struggle. Andy Dalton starting, I don't know. He usually starts pretty sloppy, 24-17. And then Ravens against Raiders. Look, Ravens are going to continue to do what they're doing offensively and ram it down the Raiders' throats. They don't have the defense to really keep up with them is the main thing. And offensively, they struggle a decent bit. We're going to go approximately 27. And I think the Raiders will try here, 27-20. That's what I got for my picks this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Just a overview recap real quick. That's what we got going. Hope you had a good one, and I'll tell you how I did at the end of this week.